Will your money survive the summer drought? Summer slowdowns are real, but they don't have to be scary. If your cash feels tight every June, let's talk about what smart CEOs are doing right now to protect their profits. Hi, my name is Michelle Mitchell, and I am the CEO and founder of Mitchell Consulting. And today we're talking about getting your money to last through the summer months. If you're heading off into the summer and you're wondering, will my money survive this season? But there's good news that slowdowns don't have to mean setbacks. You can actually plan for them. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get ahead of the summer cash crunch with clear steps that will stabilize your income and avoid the dreaded July panic. Because we all know we like to take vacations in July. The summer drought is predictable and it is preventable. You don't have to panic in the month of July. Here's the thing, slow seasons shouldn't be a surprise to you because if you're tracking your sales metrics, you already know they're coming, so we should be planning ahead. Whether it's a dip in client activity or project delays, just your own time off, most businesses see this every year. So therefore it is predictable and you can plan ahead for it. I always tell my clients, don't wait until the drought is here. Let's act now because we know it's coming, right? What can we do? I like to be proactive. I don't like to wait for the inevitable to be upon us. Prepare before it shows up and you'll keep your peace of mind. You'll be able to sleep at night. I've seen this in my own business and with so many other clients. If you look closely to the trends, they're there. You can see them. You are capturing them in your bookkeeping activity process. Every year, you can predict when you're going to have a slower time. Sales are going to come in slower. You're already tracking this data. So let's use this data so that we can plan ahead. I like to teach my clients to begin planning ahead instead of worrying about, I'm going to run out of money when I look in my Q2 numbers. I want you to make intentional decisions about what we need to be bringing in now. So I like to do 90-day forecasting, 90-day cash flow planning. And here's how I think about it. And this is how I teach my clients to think about it. And this can be for any crisis, not just the summer slowdown. It is just a math problem that you need to solve. So let's look ahead for yourself. Ask yourself these questions because as a service provider, you are getting clients in and they're paying you either a retainer or a recurring revenue kind of thing, or you're working on projects. So you need to know how many clients you have on retainer and how many of those clients are predicted to stay with you in the next 90 days. So we look at this by looking at how your client roster, what they're paying in monthly revenue to you or retainers, fixed pricing, however you want to say it. But that money is coming to you consistently month over month. You can also predict whether or not this client is going to stay a client with you, right? And you're doing this by just checking in with the client, making sure things are okay so that we can prepare our forecast. Then we look at our project clients. These are clients where it may be a one-off project. It may be a one-time project that lasts a day or a week or two. Maybe it's a 3-month project or a 6-month project. You can kind of predict when your money is coming in from these projects. Then you want to look at your fixed costs. These are costs that you know you cannot avoid. These could be employee costs. This could be rent. This could be subscription costs that you have. You need to pay these things every month in order for your business to run. So what's the difference? If we have our recurring revenue coming in, we have our project revenue predicted, and we know what our fixed costs are, is there a gap in the revenue minus expenses? If there's a gap, we need to prepare and plan for increased sales so that we can meet the gap, because we've already looked at our expenses and we know we have to keep these expenses going. So we can't cut them in for our business. So now we look at revenue. How much additional revenue do we need coming in? And my first suggestion is to start with your current client roster. Those monthly recurring clients that you have, maybe you can offer them a one-off project. Maybe it's something you can do that's a value add to them, and they would be happy for you to do that work for them. They just don't know that you can do that work. So just reaching out to them can increase your revenue without even spending any money to acquire a new client, because it does take money to acquire a new client. It's either your money or your time, right? To acquire a new client. So I would start with our current roster first. Then in your project clients, maybe there's a recurring service that they could receive from us that will help them bridge a gap that they have in their business. Make them an offer. They're already working with you. It's an easy sale. So we want to close the gap. So that's the math equation. Revenue minus expenses equals your gap, your net profit, or your net loss. And if you are one that is predicting revenue coming into your business so that you can personally fund something in your life, this is where that money comes from as well. It is called net profit. So I like to start with filling in what we can offer so that we can fill that revenue gap. When you predict cash flow in this way, it's not perfect, but it will help you sleep better at night. So let's talk about recurring revenue versus project revenue. Most service providers have a mix of recurring revenue and project revenue. Recurring revenue could be retainers, it could be monthly clients, it could be project work, it could be something additional that you offer your client, and we can forecast that. We can forecast what that looks like. But what I want you to understand is that you don't wait for clients to land in your lap. You actually intentionally create offers for the people who are already in your circle. They're already here. They're clients that are on your roster. So, what do you do to plan ahead for a slow season? Maybe it's not just the summer slow season. Maybe you have a slow season after the beginning of the year. I talked to a client earlier today, and she's really into what's happening right now. But I had to remind her, remember January? We need to be planning for January, because January was a very hard month for her. Her sales were very low. But if we're working today and we're thinking about her slow month in January, we can fill our calendar now and pull that extra profit out now to set aside for when she does have a slow month. So, to help you with this, I have the Cash is Queen guide. And in this guide, it will walk you through this process to set up your 90-day cash flow. And if you have any questions within this guide, you'll be able to reach out to me and either schedule a consultation or just message me, and you can ask me questions. You can leave a comment below this video and I will answer your questions as well. But this guide will really help you design your cash flow for the next 90 days. It doesn't have to be just for the summer drought. It could be for an economic downturn. It could be for what we are experiencing right now with high inflation. Cash flow planning is important for your business, because if you don't have cash, you don't have a business. So when you know what's going on in your business, you can plan ahead, you can protect yourself, and you can relax and stay profitable. So, next week's video, we are going to talk about how to actually take a break as the owner without losing the momentum in your business. I've done this, it works well. I have some tips for you. So, why don't you subscribe to the channel and like this video or share it with an entrepreneur or business owner friend so that they can get these strategies as well. And until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.